At this time, we request that you please remove your hats and place your right hand over your heart or render a salute if you're a veteran of the United States military, as we pay respect for our flag and country and honor America with the performance of our national anthem by Trey DeBose.
Well, let's try this stream again. Without having no more damn rain delays.
National anthem played on the saxophone is always outstanding, especially here in Kansas City. Tip of the cap to Trey DeBose. There's Dave Roberts and the Dodgers lined up on the third base side preparing for today's series finale. And here's Dave Roberts lined up a little bit different than yesterday because the Royals have a lefty on the mound. So the right-handed hitters are in there for the Dodgers today. That includes Will Smith, who didn't play in yesterday's ball game, but the Dodgers are
Joey, Mookie,
back in the lineup. Fourth best OPS on base
Hernandez, Smith, Edmund, Page, Muncy, Kike, Hernandez, and then Ross rounding out. Start 9 against Bubic.
Who faces Shohei Ohtani to begin the ballgame. And again, 10 quality starts for Chris in his 15 starts this season. And that 2.18 ERA, 6th best in all of baseball.
No, he's certainly putting together a great season, and it started from the get-go, day one. And the Royals knew when he came out of that bullpen this spring that he was going to be a guy, and he certainly has turned into that guy. And that's a guy is somebody who could stand above the rest of them. And StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud show you that
Full seam, change, sweeper, sinker, was slider, and then sinker.
Slider, sinker. Let's see if you get a tackle. That's what he does every day. He tries to put the ball in play, pitches to contact, and let's hope it works. Defensively, behind him, we're going to show you Drew Waters in center field and get an opportunity out there. All the outfield spots Drew has started. Cags up in right field and Canada getting an opportunity in left. And we'll show you our infield here. And it's the same infield that typically plays for the Royals this year. The front drop behind the work, so he's here.
This afternoon's ball game, the crew chief Ron Culpa is now over at third base.
Ron Culpa over at third.
Derek Thomas is the umpire at first base, and Alex Tosi is the umpire at second base.
Corey Blazers at home.
And so we had a little bit of rain come through Kauffman Stadium this afternoon. That prompted a rain delay that is going to wind up being of about an hour, a couple of minutes more than that. But those clouds have moved on along. There still is a pretty good wind here at Kauffman Stadium. It's blowing out to left field. So the clouds have gone away, but the wind is still whipping, and we'll see if that's a factor in this afternoon's ballgame. Now look at those clouds rolling through and then disappearing.
So what that did was it blew all that heat out of here. It's a very comfortable afternoon here to start this game.
I've never seen Tyler Banks talk that quickly on ground movement.
He was working it.
Shohei Ohtani leads off for the Dodgers. Ready for baseball at Kauffman Stadium. And today Ohtani's only got one job. He is just a hitter today. So here we go. Chris Bubic against Shohei Ohtani. And there's a swinging strike one.
Swinging, strike one.
Now, Seth Lugo really set the tone yesterday. He struck out Shohei Ohtani looking on 3 pitches. And that was 0-2.
0-2.
Well, I'm sure the Dodgers, we talked about their best hitting in all of baseball, the guys 1 through 9, know about Bubish's aggressiveness. They learned that in the meeting when they studied him before. So that's why Ohtani, he swung the first 2 pitches. He'll swing here. If he feels like he can get it, Bubic, keep it off the plate and down. Away from him.
The 0-2. And there it is, off the plate and down and away from him. Ohtani didn't chase.
Ohtani getting chased.
So yesterday, Ohtani was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. That was after he had a home run and a triple in Friday's game. Just outside, 2-2 on Ohtani.
Just outside, 2-2.
Bubic delivers.
Bubic delivers.
Ohtani dribbles one away.
2-2.
So yeah, Ohtani's pretty much at the top of every offensive leaderboard you could build, including hard hit rate, 61%, and that leads to 29 home runs and 48 extra base hits, and he's scored more runs than any other player in the game this year. Now Bubic is 2-2, and Ohtani hits into the clouds, and that'll play.
Not a play. I'll be right
Play
back,
appearance
everybody.
for Ohtani is a little bit different than the previous 2 games. On Friday, he opened the game with a home run into the fountains in right center. And then yesterday, it was a quick 3 and out. Now Bubic is about to throw a 7th pitch to Ohtani to start the game.
If you're going to come in, come way in. Just keep it down away. You just don't want him to take you deep, 1-0.
Yeah.
Keep it low, make him do the lifting.
So Bubic has only allowed 4 home runs this season. He did allow 1 against the Rays in his last start. Payoff to Ohtani.
Yeah, Ohtani.
And he skies it. Straight away left. And Mark Canna nestles underneath it.
One
Ball away.
away.
So there it is, 6th best ERA in baseball this season. It's also the 5th best in the American League. Really crowded and exciting and interesting American League Cy Young race between Hunter Brown, Max Fried, Crochet DeGrom, who's resurgent after coming back from Tommy John surgery. And Chris Bubic is right in the mix of all of them and should be a no-doubt all-star this season.
I agree.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Really, Mom?
For all the hype and deserved excitement with Ohtani, Mookie Betts has been the best player in baseball for the last decade now. Been an all-star 8 times. He's won 3 World Series titles, 1 with the Red Sox, 2 with the Dodgers. He was the MVP in 2018. His wins above replacement since he made his big league debut in 2014. No one's been better. series, despite having come to Kansas City with a 6-game hitting streak. He was 0 for 3 with a strikeout yesterday. It's his 10th big league season and second with the Dodgers. Signed a 3-year deal with them this past offseason.
Well, he's up on it. Moving just for sure. And he's got 282 averages left in that pitch. He annihilates it. So anything you're going to give him, might as well just give him first base.
And the thrill. There's a strike. 3-1. Here you see the splits against righties and lefties. Pretty big difference.
Yeah, but you tell a pitcher, look foolish. Don't do anything with it. Oops, you're going to say, well, really? I'm good. I can strike him out. Watch control. That's the competitiveness these guys have. They look at the numbers and they don't believe them. They think they're the best. And they can do it. And that's why they're here.
Good as any hitter is, any pitcher could get him out at any time.
That's right. So that's a cute pitch right here. Well, come in, let it work off. He's moving in there.
And off to Hernandez.
Ooh, yeah. That's where you go. Right on his hand. Nasty. Hitters don't like that.
Look at the way he rips that slider. Get that gyro spin. Another 3-2. That's 1-4. And the Dodgers set up their first base runner, a 2-out walk. So there's Luke Trevino getting ready. You see right next to him, Justin Robleski, the lefty, expected to pitch in bulk today, so he's just likely tossing. The expectation is for Trevino to throw just the first inning for the Dodgers. Will Smith comes off the first pitch he sees. Did you notice that? When Will Smith's in the batter's box, how his hands kind of high and away from his body? It almost looks like the right-handed version of Ohtani's stance.
Very similar. Yeah, these guys, they play with each other every single game. They compete. And they pick up tricks from each other. Yeah, very similar.
I gotta think that that's no accident.
And that's just one of it. Every day, during BP, they watch each other, they pick up, they learn from each other. So it's not. I think you're surprised to see anybody in the show age. Very, very close.
So, would you think that a right-handed hitter would sooner emulate a fellow right-handed?
1 on, 2 outs.
You would think that would be the case.
Hey Kenneth, just keep the chat friendly for a few minutes. I'll be right back, okay? 1 on, 2 out. You what? Out.
Way to go, good pitch.
Marlin stuff from Krstovic in a scoreless.
Make sure your ride is ready for your long trip with Fred's Brake and Alignment. Tune-ups to AC, tires and brakes. They always keep up with the latest technology, so you get a faster fix and spend less money while your car's in the shop. With select tires or service, get free 24-hour roadside assistance.
Fred's Brake and Alignment. What's on your car, we can fix it, guaranteed.
Yes, I'm in right on Red Street.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
We want every meal.
Every meal to be filled with big bite moments.
Like the spoon moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together.
Over delicious food.
From Wisconsin with love.
When you're looking for a heating and cooling contractor, make sure you choose the right team. Don't fumble.
When your first contractor pumps or gives up, our service department will be on the receiving end. Don't fumble.
When we install your equipment, it's not just about the pound drive. It's about the good job we did all the way down to the end of your project.
Don't fumble. Welcome to Ziegler's Cooking. Don't fumble. Call Ziegler Heating.
Where's Andy?
He said he was gonna go smoke. Do you think he will legally do that in Minnesota?
Offense can pick up right where it left off yesterday. Here's Max Contreras starting lineup. Vinny Pasquantino tied a career high with 5 RBIs yesterday. He's got 29 RBIs now since the beginning of May. He had entered May with just 14 total RBIs on the season. And there is Luke Trevino, who's starting a bullpen game for the Dodgers today. His second start of the season, his 29th overall appearance. That's between both the Dodgers and the Giants, which is where he started the year. Ball 1 on Jonathan India. Tied a career high with 4 hits yesterday. One of them was a double.
Yeah, he's a mid-90s fastballer. Likes to sink the ball. He's more of a ground ball pitcher. He's got a 4-seamer though that stays straight. That last one there. Sinker, cutter, curve, and a change.
We saw Trevino on Friday pitch the 6th inning and into the 7th. He threw a scoreless inning. Picked up a strikeout. Gave up just 1 hit. That was a Freddie Fermin single. 1 to India. And he flips it back 2-2. Good to see India back in the lineup. There was a little bit of cause for concern yesterday when India came out of the game in the 9th inning. So Matt Quatrero said that he exited due to some dizziness. Or maybe the heat was a factor, but he also said he was fine just about 10 minutes after that. Little flare into right, and that's the leadoff single. So Jonathan India is now 5 for his last 5. Going back to the 3rd inning yesterday.
Fantastic controlling the barrel. That's the key. You want to hit a slider away like that? That's what you got to do. You got to abbreviate 50 mile an hour, maybe 50% swing effort, and go with the pitch. Get off base. If you got speed, go ahead and use it. Junior and Garcia to follow. Surely will move him around the bases.
And again, very strong wind going out to left field toward the Royals Hall of Fame. You know, if someone standing at the plate might want to take aim at that building.
Hey, you just get something in the air, that wind will help you today.
That's what I'm saying. 0-1. And Bobby lays off the sweeper, ball and a strike. And Bobby also had 4 hits yesterday. That tied his career high. He now has 9 career 4-hit games. Way outside. Squirts away from Smith, and India moves into scoring position.
How about that? Did the job for Junior. Moved him over. That's a wild pitch. Way into the left-hand batter's box. No chance for Smith's backhand.
2 balls and a strike now. And now 2-2. Bobby sends one to the upper deck.
He was hands inside the baseball there, and there was a reason for that. But nobody out in the situation calls to hit the ball on the right side and move the runner. But if you have a hitter in Junior's caliber at the plate, you're not going to ask him to do that because he can do it any way he wants, not to run in.
You see the numbers for Bobby Wood Jr. down on the far on the right side. That's all since that 4-game hitless stretch that he endured. He's really picked it back up. Now the 2-2. Oh, right on it.
Very crisp. Clean swing.
Another great crowd at Kauffman Stadium today. Over 35,000 here on Friday, over 36,000 here last night.
had plenty of swings. He's gauged for Trevino's fastball.
He's fouled off 3 straight pitches. Who's going to make it for him?
And man, he's going to catch one with his barrel. So far, look at it. Junior's making it work. The sweeper, if he makes a mistake with the sweeper, Junior needs to be on it. He's been hitting sweepers lately.
Home run he hit on Friday was against the sweeper. 2-2 again. And there's a changeup, and that's driven well to left. All the way to the wall. India scores easily. Bobby cruises to second. 1-0 Royals in the bottom of the first inning. Making 29 doubles for Bobby Witt Jr., the most in baseball.
43rd double with no trouble. Trading places with India is exactly what you want. The changeup moves down and in. Junior didn't bite one bit. Matter of fact, he hits it off the end of the bat with an spin on it. But there's absolutely no chance for Pirates to get that ball. No way. Junior will take it. Now, same thing for Garcia. You'd like to see him move the runner, but look, do the same thing as Junior. Trade places with him. Yeah, good swing. He waited late to hit that ball to the right side. And he's good at it, too. He might be their most prolific opposite field hitter they got. He's right here in the box.
Up the middle, off the mound. Ross makes a sliding stop. And a nice play for the out, but Bobby moves to third.
A productive out. Now, you watch Garcia when he goes back in that dugout, how much love he'll get from his teammates. And that'll tell you how important that getting that runner over is. Defensively, Tommy Edmonds, he's had 48 starts at second base this year. This year, he's making his 13th start, or today, in center field. Second base, first baseman, Kike Fernandez. This guy's very versatile. He's making it. His 15th start at first, but he's got starts at left, center, second, third. Kike, very versatile player. So the infield's in for pass watch. Okay? If they're in because of anything that's hit slowly on the ground, the runner comes home, which is likely with Junior speed, that's why they're in.
Esposito pops it up. The Mookie Betts brings his far out into right center. He's got it. And it started to come home and then thought better of it.
Well, he has the speed to score on a 130-foot fly ball. Believe that.
I think he knows it too.
But he also knows who's coming up. Okay? It's smart baseball. He knows who's coming up. Look at it. Watch Junior. He's saying, I can beat you. I'll beat it. Watch it. No. I know Salvador is hitting. Why would I run into it out in the inning? Smart.
And you saw Mookie Betts too immediately turn and throw.
You have that elite speed to do a lot with it.
So it's up to Salvador Perez. With double the Royals lead, already one in the bottom of the first. There's ball one on El Capitan.
Well, you don't see many miss on opportunities like that very often, especially now that he's hot. So I'm going to pick him up.
It was interesting too. Last year, Vinny had 13 sacrifice flies. He's only got one this year.
Very straight.
Yeah.
He was the king of it. That is because he was in a groove. Right.
That's a good sweeper from Blue Trevino.
Guarantee you he puts it up there again.
One-two to Selby. And he comes up empty on the sweeper, inning over. The Royals grab the game's first run. Another double and an RBI for Bobby Witt Jr.
You can fit a lot of vacation into a weekend. Look, your next weekend getaway with Bearbow.
Some dreams are pure fantasy. Others feel familiar. Some dreams make you feel like you're flying. This dream comes with a 165-point inspection and unlimited mileage warranty. Find your dream Mercedes during Mercedes-Benz Dream Days with exceptional offers on the certified Brilliant C-Class sedan now through July 31st.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
We want every meal
Every meal to be filled with big bite moments.
Like those school moments.
And even eat your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together
over delicious food. From Wisconsin with love.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews.
That was the MVP of the game right there.
How fun is this show?
Enjoy being home with baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $5.99 a month.
Jump over down by the Royals dugout. Salute to the Negro Leagues. And we have Bob Kendrick, of course, earlier up in the booth. And he spoke to the Royals yesterday, as said to you guys, and the Royals certainly were listening. Mark Hanna said, I'd heard him speak before. I visited the museum with other teams. He said, you hear a little bit about the Negro Leagues as a kid, but not the details and the facts that Bob could share. He said, it's such a cool thing. He said, I'm a hobbyist and a fan of this game, and now when people come to Kansas City, I tell them they have to go take a tour. They have to see the museum. He said, every time I go into the team store or the museum store, I buy anything I can get my hands on. I would agree with that assessment. I do the same thing. As for other players, talking to Tyler Tolbert, guys, and he had never been in there for a meeting or a speech, a storytelling. Nice play there by Bubich. From the great Bob Kendrick, he said, I got a double dose of it because he spoke to the team yesterday. Then I was in the training room and he came in there and I heard more of the stories, just the knowledge, the stories, the nicknames. It gave me a chance as an African-American man to imagine being there in those shoes, hearing the Satchel Paige stories. He said, and I've never heard this description before, Bob Kendrick, he's like a jukebox. He's got all of the hits and all of the stories to play over and over and over again, guys. Goldie, great work, you and Monty, on there with Bob and former Negro League star Sam Allen. That was really special. Riveting, loved it. I got to tell you what, it's the first time I ever said to Bob on set, this one's better than the other ones in the past because Sam Allen was there. And Sam Allen, I was talking to his grandson, at 89 years old, still drives, still remembers everything, and we could have had Sam out there for hours just to be able to paint the picture and to be able to talk about the fact that you had to be tough as a Negro Leagues ball player because you were on that bus 7 days a week, and you were oftentimes sleeping on that bus 4 to 5 days a week, and then the other 2 you might be staying in a hotel where there were 2 bathrooms on either end of the hallway for everybody to share, a radio in every room, and a TV in the lobby. He said there was a toughness, and then you played year-round to make that money and go over to Cuba or Puerto Rico. So it's year-round, day after day, no complaints about injuries or conditions, just a true love of the game.
And incredible to see that ceremonial first pitch, too. He still looks like he could go out and roam left field here in Kansas City like he did in 1957 for the Monarchs. You got to think, too, that it was extra special for Tyler Tolbert to be there to catch the ceremonial first pitch from Pedro Sierra, another Negro Leaguer.
Indeed.
The Tolbert caught Pedro Sierra's first pitch. David Hollins, Royals first base coach, caught Sam Allen's ceremonial first pitch. And she caught that pitch.
Look at that. That's special. What a day to celebrate. Our grand game. All started pretty much by Negro Leagues. I'm so grateful for some of the living members that are left. There they are. It was really special, folks. See those guys get through the first pitch.
There's Tyler and Pedro, and Sam and David.
And the bonus of the day, really, was during the rain delay to have the great Bob Kendrick up here with no interruptions from a baseball game like we normally have him in. Sometimes it's a 1, 2, 3 quick inning, and it's over. We don't get to hear Bob's stories. So this was a special bonus today.
2-2 again to Baez. And another foul ball. I'll tell you what, it's the first time that there's been a rain delay that you wanted to keep going, that you want the game to continue to delay so that we can continue to talk with Bob Kendrick. And the center at the base hit. So Baez battled and battled. He fouled off 4 of the final 6 pitches that he saw. And ultimately on the 9th pitch, he's got the Dodgers' first hit of the day.
Young man's a player. I like him both ends of the ball. Look at that knuckle. He hit it square right up there. He's a tremendous defender in center field. He has a plus 5, I believe he is, as an outfielder. 10 outs above average. Did you hit it?
Already a lot of foul balls against Chris Bubich. It's driven the pitch count up.
Yeah, that's 12 already. That's a lot for this early in the game.
So Fritz is up to 36 pitches, just an out into the second inning. He went 6 innings in his last start. Gave up 4 runs, only 2 of them were earned. So it's another quality start for Chris. His 10th of the season. Two to on Max Muncy, who stayed hot yesterday. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI. He's now got a 5-game hitting streak. He's got 16 RBIs in that span. He's also scored 8 runs in his last 5 games. A little check on Baez over at first. He's got 6 stolen bases this season, but he's also been caught 4 times. See if Bubich can induce an inning-ending double play. He's rolled up 11 ground ball double plays this season.
Mm-hmm. That's a really nice number.
We'll count on Muncy. Originally drafted by the Oakland Athletics all the way back in 2012, Muncy was a 5th round pick. Spent his first 2 seasons in the big leagues with the A's. And Bubich gets it. 3 Ks for Chris.
Nice sweeper up in the zone to the cottage. You see how when you take speed off of the pitch, the hitter pulls his head. And when your head pulls off, your eyes go with it, and you can't see the ball.
It's very painful to have your head pulled off.
Don't want to pull it. Keep it still.
Thankfully, I can't speak from experience. It's just what I've heard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. They couldn't make it too long with their head pulled off. You can't, it's just, you got to keep your eyes on that baseball.
Not literally.
That's right.
0-2 on Kike Hernandez. And Bubich has now thrown 20 pitches this inning after a 23-pitch first inning. And we did see some higher pitch count innings from Lugo yesterday, too.
Good offenses, they tax you. They foul off pitches. We've had a couple of teams do that to us this year. Just were relentless at the plate.
So the Yankees come to mind.
Yeah, they were tough on us.
Padres, too.
Thank you. There was a couple others that worked. That was really impressive offenses.
And a drive. And a dangerous one to deep left center. And it's gone. Kike Hernandez puts the Dodgers in front with a 2-run homer.
Okay, that's a pretty good location. It's down. It's under the plate. But watch him. Look at him with that leg kick. He loads those hips and then just got underneath it and got backspin. And we told you about the breeze up there. Because if you get it up high enough, that wind will help push it there, sir. 20 feet.
There's a good presentation from Freddie for me. Bubic gets the call, strike one. Now, Freddie last year was actually the best catcher in baseball at getting called strikes on pitches down the middle, right below the strike zone. Bringing those pitches up.
Yep, he's a technician. Focuses on detail. Every bit of it.
And you see that a lot with catchers nowadays, starting with the glove below the zone and then flashing it up, coming up with the pitch, so that their glove is in motion coming into the strike zone.
I've had some fans tell me that there's quite a lot of movement with those catchers. A lot of movement. Once they catch the ball, they pull it up and they yank it to the side. Why do they do that? Well, it's called framing, but sometimes it gets over-exaggerated. And it can be irritating to the umpires. I've talked to them about that. They said, well, back a long time ago, before they really, had that white box in there and everything, it used to be offensive. We would say, hey, stop doing that. But now they all do it because that's part of trying to steal the strike, is what they call it.
Meanwhile, that's Bubic's 50th pitch already today. It'll be interesting to see what the conversations around framing become if and when Major League Baseball implements the automatic ball strike system. We saw it in spring training this year. We saw the challenge system, to be specific.
Oh, it was the best thing ever. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure how that was going to go over. And I got to spring training about halfway through, and I sat in the stand the first game, and I heard the people, the fans were into the game. They were over there. They reacted to the calls.
Up the middle, and a hit for Miguel Rojas. And so that's 3 hits in a 4-batter span at the bottom of the lineup for the Dodgers. And Chris Bubic has been pretty taxed early on today.
Sure enough, that's middle, okay? And this is an opportunity for Brian Sweeney, the Royals pitching coach, to give him a breather. So he comes out to give him a little breather and the rest. Just kind of let him catch his breath. That's a lot of pitches.
And 16 foul balls now.
Wow.
So the swing and miss that he's been getting are closer misses because they're making contact, just not in play.
And that number of foul balls this early in the game, that's significant.
Now, 2 starts ago, Bubic gave up 9 hits against the Rangers. That was a season high. He limited the damage to just 3 runs. And last start against the Rays, it was 4 runs, 2 of them earned. But that was on 8 hits. So 17 hits combined against him his last 2 starts.
Yeah. So Shohei had 3 foul balls in the very first hit of the game last time up.
And then with that, so the runner on first. And 2 outs. And there's another foul ball. The Bubic has now thrown 30 pitches in this inning, and there's a little bit of stirring in the Royals bullpen. A 1 to Ohtani. There's an important swing and miss. This is just observational, but it seems like Bubic hasn't quite been getting the same amount of swings and misses on the fastball at the top of the zone that he was getting early on this year. And that was close.
And now you see a little bit of frustration coming from Bubic now. He wanted it, it was right there, just didn't get it. Slightly off. See that little bit of frustration. Really tough inning. But his team's still in the game.
Tommy hooks it fairly deep right at center, but Drew Waters runs it down And that is the inning. It's a 33 pitch inning for Rubich, and the Dodgers take the lead on the homer.
Choose to get every detail right. Every Mazda is crafted with care you can feel.
I'll wake up. At Two Brothers Contracting, we understand the challenges that severe weather can bring, which is why we're here for you every step of the way. You can count on us to deliver on our promise of accountability, over-delivering, authenticity, and respect. With Two Brothers Contracting, respect isn't earned, it's ingrained in everything we do. When you choose Two Brothers Contracting, you're choosing a partner who will ensure that your vision becomes a reality, even in the face of adversity. Experience the difference with Two Brothers Contracting.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
We want every meal.
Every meal to be filled with big bite moments.
Like the school moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together over delicious food.
From Wisconsin with love.
Oh, delicious!
Yeah.
Training happens anywhere.
In the gym, on the road,
We're in the middle of life's chaos.
in the gym. It's not always four walls and squat track.
It's a place where you show up.
Challenge yourself and commit. Wherever, whenever, however you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
American military personnel serving overseas are watching this game on AFN, the American Forces Network. Welcome to those in countries around the world aboard naval ships at sea, and thank you for your service.
Indeed.
Jack Caglione takes ball one from Justin Robleski on as expected to throw the bulk of this game for the Dodgers. 24-year-old. And I'm just putting this out there. The last time that the Royals faced a team that was doing a bullpen game, and the bulk guy wound up being let be out of the bullpen, and Jack Caglione led off against it. He wound up hitting his first big league homer. Just saying.
I don't know. Let's just say, let's see. Robleski, he's a hard thrower.
Come back to him. And there's one away. So history does not repeat itself. Cack's home run came against Jacob Latz and the Rangers on the last road trip. Cack is now 1 for 19 on this homestand.
Yeah, still struggling. He'll come out. This lefty, though, he's mid-90s to upper 90s with a hard-sinking fastball. Slider change, and a lot of moving parts. Quick arm speed. He'll cut the fastball. That's the most consistent pitch is a hard cutter. You know, right?
Two balls, no strikes on Marquette. Asks for time. The slow Robleski down who has not moved from being set on the mound. Here's a strike, 2-1. Robleski last pitch against the Rockies. That was in relief, but he threw 5 innings, allowed 2 runs, struck out 7.
Yeah, he's a high strikeout guy.
A high octane guy. That was 97 from the left side. Top of the hole, and Max Muncy grabs it. 1 away. 2 away, Martin. Former Oakland A's teammates, Max Muncy and Mark Cannon. And now, former second baseman, now catching, Freddie Fermin.
How about that? Didn't get the action.
And Joel's going to tell us a little bit more about Freddie's second base experience later on today. Now back in his familiar spot. He said one of the weirdest things is that he's never faced home plate that way.
Yeah,
You know what he's looking at?
I'm sure it's a totally different look for him.
1-2 now. Vermeer last started on Friday. Had a couple of hits in the series opener, both of them singles. That is perfectly placed at 99 miles an hour. Vermeer's down looking. 1-2-3 for Wrobleski.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
Lots of toys. Check. Happy dog. Check. Fresh water. Check. Wagging tail. Check. Favorite toy. Check.
We provide a safe and secure experience for your dog whenever you have to be away. Choose between our clubhouse, Fairway Suite, Eco Studio, or cat and other small pet boarding options. All of our members get 5% off. Possum Pets Country Club in Holman, 608-284-8606.
The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
You love the players. 50-50. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
He is honored to make the world remember that he belongs to both sides of the game.
50 raffle ticket through the Kansas City Royals Foundation. Support the foundation and you can win big for a good cause. Play now through the 6th inning of today's game. Visit Royals.com/5050 to play. You don't have to be in the ballpark. Royals.com/5050. That totals up over 112,000 and climbing.
Yes. Keep it up, folks, and we say thank you.
Chris Bubich is looking for a quicker 3rd inning after a 33-pitch 2nd inning. And that's a good start. Strike 1 on Mookie Betts.
Got that right. Stay right down there on it and just make him get to it up.
And there's another foul ball, but it's 0-2. Now, Betts is a pretty tough guy to strike out. He's only struck out 34 times this season. And in fact, he's one of 6 players in baseball that's walked more times than he's struck out.
Wow. Not many of those. You just said it. He's prideful. Doesn't want them. Got to strike him out.
Left into deep left. Canna got a good jump and read and makes a great catch.
Sure did, man. That ball. He hit it a ton, but it had topspin on it. Didn't have backspin. Backspin might have takes it off the wall around the park. That ball had topspin, so it's coming down.
Yeah, Bubich might have gotten away with one there. That was a center cut fastball. Now that's the fastball he's trying to put at the top of the zone to get that swing and miss. But when it drops down a little bit lower, that's when it can be dangerous.
You think as many innings as he's thrown this year could live that? Is he not getting the same carry, the same ride, the spin rate on that pitch? Those are all questions I need to ask Brian Sweeney. He'll tell you. He'll be able to tell me.
The one to Hernandez. Changeup fades away, ball on strike.
is. He's the mastermind behind these pitch shapes and everything that they're doing with these pitchers. He and Zach Bowe, the assistant pitching coach.
There's the fastball at the top of the zone. That's the pitch that we saw Bubic throw so effectively early on this season. And again, it's not like it disappeared on him. We just haven't seen as much of it today or in the last couple of starts.
And you see from that little slow motion shot how the ball appears to rise, move up as it gets closer to the air.
That is called induced vertical break.
Thank you.
Two and two on Teoscar Hernandez. Right back to Bubic. 2 go. Now a message from Rally House.
Play ball, KC. Shop the latest in Royal style with your favorite brands and throwback designs. Rally House has gear for every fan.
So much better so far in the third for Bubic. 2 up, 2 down on just 8 pitches. And there's strike 1 on Will Smith. That's been the biggest thing in this inning, too. First pitch strikes now to all 3 hitters.
Yeah, cracks me up whenever you ask a pitcher, what's your favorite pitch? What's your best pitch? Strike 1 is the answer. Most of the smart ones, that's their response. Get ahead. Have the hitter hit on your terms.
It seems simple, but it's really true. The difference in a hitter's success in an 0-1 count versus a 1-ball, no strike count is way bigger than you might realize. In the air to center, sends through Waters to the very edge of the grass. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Bubic. Finally.
Lots of toys. Check. Happy dog. Check. Fresh water. Check. Wagging tail. Check. Favorite toy. Check.
We provide a safe and secure experience for your dog whenever you have to be away. Choose between our clubhouse, Fairway Suite, Eco Studio, or cat and other small pet boarding options. All of our members get 5% off. Possum Pets Country Club in Holman, 608-284-8606.
And that's why I never drive those guys.
Party's over, big guy. We're tired of hearing, I don't want to get my truck dirty.
With WinterTech laser measured floor lines front and rear, a seat protector, and full depth protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech. Yeah, buddy. Let's get dirty.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
Bring the flavor of a 100-year-old smokehouse to your game day. 13 flavors of brats, homemade natural casing wieners, ribs, and more. With Bubba's, no matter the team, your grill always wins. Bubba's means real what makes it taste real good.
SEC today. Jonathan, the founding principal of Pendulum Studio in Kansas City, is a nationally recognized sports architect. From early work on the Oakland Coliseum to innovative projects nationwide, he's championed sustainable design and is a passionate supporter of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum.
Oh, Mr. Cole. Wouldn't the great Buck O'Neil be thrilled that you are in his seat today? So congratulations.
A fellow O'Neil.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks very much, Jonathan, for being with us. 2 balls, no strikes on Drew Waters, leading off the bottom of the third inning. He's hitting 9th today. And Justin Wrobleski is on for his 2nd inning. He showcased some pretty good stuff in that first inning, including that 99-mile-an-hour fastball that frees you for me.
You know, the kid's got skills. He's almost 6'1", just 200 pounds. He's long and lean. He's got some levers, and he can wing it. Whips it in there. Has a little deception, too, to his delivery.
I've heard, too, that having a mustache adds a couple of miles an hour of velocity.
That's the case. Every pitcher would have one.
Look down on Waters. Wroblewski's 24 years old. He was drafted by the Dodgers in the 11th round back in 2021 at Oklahoma State. Had a couple of different stops in college, though. Battled a good amount of injuries along the way. He started his collegiate career at Clemson. He was at the State College of Florida. It's only after that that he wound up at Oklahoma State. He dealt with a car accident before he even got to Clemson. He had a broken jaw when he was at the State College of Florida. And he's turned into yet another diamond in the rough, so to speak, pitcher that's come up through the Dodgers system. Another 3-2. And that's ball 4. Leadoff base runner for the Royals. Let's take a look at the injury report update brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, official health care provider of the Royals. Here is another would-be Dodgers starting pitcher on the 60-day injured list, not just the 15-day IL. He's been dealing with right elbow discomfort. Tony Gonsolin. It's pretty incredible when you think about the rotation the Dodgers are supposed to have right now.
Oh, man. On paper, long man. IL on there, though. Injured list.
There's Shohei Ohtani. There's Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who's been one of the healthy starters and is building a National League Cy Young case this season. Blake Snell's on the injured list, so is Tyler Glasnow, so is their rookie phenom, Roki Sasaki, and Tony Gonsolin. And the guy who started the most games for them last year was Gavin Stone, who was actually college teammates with Noah Cameron at the University of Central Arkansas. He's also on the injured list. He had shoulder surgery back in October. 2-2 to India. Here's called strike 3. Knee buckling slider.
A little too close to take, but not a lot of these guys have faced him before. That's perfectly located.
Would you call that a tip your cap pitch?
Yeah. You know what? This time. Next time I've done it.
This time, I like that.
Never seen him before.
Bobby doubled last time up. His 29th double of the season.
Borderline inside. You know, pitching inside is almost a lot harder. I mean, there's still some young pitchers that do that. And veteran pitchers that do it. But it locks up right-handed power hitters. And a lot of times you'll get a swing. Ooh, that's a good grip. Yeah, you're right on it.
And that was headed to the little K.
So
he made contact.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Wroblewski is saying, you're Bobby Witt Jr.? Yeah, I'm a lefty that's really good. I'm going to strike you out. I'm going to come right back with a heater.
And he's saying, here's my fastball.
Yeah,
try and hit it.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And that's what hitters love. They love guys that have big egos. Hey, there's a step up move. Now we know he's got one.
The 1-2. With sliced into the netting. So we're a little past the halfway point of the season in terms of games played. Bobby's got 29 doubles. He's got an outside shot at setting the Royals' single-season doubles record. 54, Hal McRae. Who was back in
What a player. Loved his physical and mental toughness, Hal McRae. Brian wasn't too shabby either, his son.
Something to keep an eye on as we move along into July and August and September.
You're right. I hope he gets to it. Good slider.
Back-to-back Ks for Robleski.
Yeah, that's elevated. Starts way out. Looks like it possibly could be a ball. Got it.
Garcia's over one, sharp ground out. Really got a little bit unlucky when his batted ball hit off the top of the mound. And now Garcia smacks with the right center. Waters takes the turn. And Hernandez's throw is not nearly in time. Runners on the corners for Vinny Pasquantino.
Look at that. These change-ups that are elevated like that go to the pole side because the bat speeds up. But Garcia, he's so in tune to keeping his hands inside of the baseball and using that big field. He plays it out there perfectly. Man, I love his swing.
His barrel stays in the zone for so long. It's such a flat bat pattern.
Absolutely.
And that change from the leg kick to the toe tap this year has really helped with his balance in the box, too.
And he likes to tell me wherever I ask him, no wonder ball for you last year? Nope. What's been the best effect? He goes, mentally, I'm fresher, I'm better. I don't need to play winter ball anymore. I'm a big leaguer.
Not only that, he's a Venezuelan League champion.
Yep.
Brought it back to his hometown a couple winters ago. Ball on a strike on Vinny Pasquantino. He hit a 3-run homer yesterday.
He likes to go, but you don't want to get thrown out with your premium RBI guy in this play. With 2 outs, got to make sure you can make it. But just stay put, let Vinny drive you in.
Up the middle, the fence is right there. He forces out Garcia, and that ends the inning. Good defensive positioning. Royal strand 2.
One of the last minute getaway calls. Answer it. Book last minute deals on thousands of stays with Verbo.
And that's why I never drive those cars.
Party's over, big guy. We're tired of hearing, I don't get my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser measured floor liners front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech. Yeah, buddy. Let's get dirty.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
Wow, I just posted my job, and ZipRecruiter is on it. It finds active, qualified candidates with the exact skills I'm looking for. I can't believe how I used to do it before. Carl, none of these candidates are qualified. Wrong skills, wrong experience. I don't know where to put this person. That was a cat influencer. Now, I'm getting people who are the best fit for my roles.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/TV.
You can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today to stream up to 15 live out-of-market games a week, 24/7 access to MLB Network, and live radio for all 30 clubs. Stream MLB Network with MLB at Bat for $6.99 a month.
Oh my!
great baseball helmet and good guess, by the way. Don't want to try to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
We're going to Kauffman Stadium. Freddie Fermin back where he loves to be, and that is catching. We know this much about Freddie, and I think you can say this about any ball player. They just want to play. They'll do whatever it takes to help the team. But how many position players, and Hunt could speak to this when the report is over, would say, yeah, I'll play anywhere you want. I'll even pitch and I'll catch. Seems like everybody wants to pitch, but nobody would ever want to catch. But for Freddie, the chance to get up to second base yesterday in a pinch, in a roster crunch in the ninth inning was something that he welcomed. He said he would have gladly volunteered for it, but he said the manager asked me to do it. I was happy to do it. Now, growing up as a kid, he said he last regularly played second base, maybe about 12 or so years old. He was a catcher and a second baseman growing up in Venezuela. So that's obviously a lot different at this level, but that's where his comfort level was. And he said that he also did it during the pandemic at the alt site. There was an intra-squad game going on, and they needed a second baseman because the numbers were a little short and limited. He volunteered at that point. So he was happy to get out there. With that said, he said, I was ready for a ball. And by the way, he borrowed Michael Garcia's glove. He was ready for a ball. He said, I was a little bit nervous about it. I just thought, catch the ball, throw it easy to first. Then that hit went out to right field to Jack Caglione, and he thought, oh, I need to be somewhere. And he heard Vinny say, you got to go, got to get moving, got to get out there. He said he's very happy to be back today where he's in control of the game.
Yeah, buddy, look at him. Look at him using Mikey's glove. So nice. Thanks, Goldie. That's a great report because you don't get that opportunity that often. Sure is nice. I've had a couple of instances like that when my manager, Joe Torre, came to me after he joined the Cardinals and Whitey Herzog quit. Torre said, hey, kid, I need an emergency catcher. Will you be that guy? And I said, I'll do it in a heartbeat, Joe. Can't wait to do it for you, sir. All right, show me. Oh, okay. Batting practice? Yeah. Here, go ahead. Put your gear on. Let me see what you got. I caught one hitter. Got everything freighted up. After the hitter was done, I walked out, I took my glove and my mask, and I handed it and shoved it in Joe Torre's chest and said, call me when you need me, boss. I'm not sure that Freddie did that with Michael Garcia's glove. Yeah. Did you? Yeah. No, he's ready to go anywhere. Well, I was joking with him earlier this morning. His younger brother, Edgardo, was an infielder in the Mets organization for a number of years, and we were joking about how he made Edgardo proud yesterday about playing second base. Yeah, it's fun. Look to Andy Pages, and Bowman gets him swinging, back-to-back Ks. So Chris has really sailed in now. Second time through the Dodgers lineup. He's retired all 6 that he's faced. That's where you want to fish it. Down underneath. Now left on left with Muncy. He struck out swinging back in the second inning. 5 strikeouts now for Bubic. With a continuing climbing pitch count. The first 2 innings. That's second. Man, that's a devastating inning there. But Bubic is big, strong, tough ability. That is. He's thrown as many as 101 pitches in any start this season, and that was in his last start against the Rays. Shot to center, and Waters has it lined up. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Bubic. He's now retired 7 straight.
Choose to get every detail right. Every Mazda is crafted with care you can feel.
I wake up, Think you know Kyle Schwarber?
He's not playing lawyer ball. He's looking to do damage and hit home runs. Kyle Schwarber gets it. And that's why, despite not being our prototype, he's one of our very favorite players.
Get in the know with MLB Now on MLB Network.
You love the players. 50-50. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
Well, it's a great baseball comment and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Network is presented by Polestar, now open in Kansas City. Book a test drive today at polestar.com. Overcast day at Kauffman Stadium after a hot and sunny week here in Kansas City. The rain that's come through has cooled us off a little bit, and for that we're grateful. Series finale and homestand finale today. Royals are off to Seattle for 4 games after this afternoon, and then down to the Arizona desert for July 4th baseball and a weekend series against the Diamondbacks. Before the Royals come back home for the final home games before the All-Star break with the Pirates and Mets in town. Salvador Perez lines it to right, but right at Teoscar Hernandez.
Man, that ball was hit right on the screws. Too bad for the captain. When he goes that way, man, you hope he gets rewarded with a hit. My goodness, golly, that's a really nice swing.
Jack Cagliano gets another chance against Justin Wroblewski. Got to play 0-1. We've seen that Cags likes to swing at the first pitch of his plate appearance. And sometimes the second pitch too. When he's swung at the first pitch, the results have actually been good, regardless of whether or not he puts the first pitch in play. This is just swinging at that first pitch. When he takes that first pitch, he hasn't had nearly as much success.
Well, he's in the game. When you swing at the first pitch, you have gauged your swing on the pitcher's arm and his pitch. And that means you're in it. You stand up there 3 times and you haven't swung yet, you still are not in the game. And you know who taught me that? The great Hal McRae. He was my hitting coach on 2 teams. Taught me so much in my career.
Another 0-2. And Cags doesn't go pitching. Ball and 2 strikes.
Not only that, but you know, Hal McRae, he was so respected in the dugout for his playing days and what the kind of career he had. So as a hitting coach, he was right there with Brock Giroux, Hall of Famer as a hitting coach. Those 2 guys were great. I also had Don Baylor, so I had a lot of great hitting coaches during my time. Too bad I couldn't hit like they did.
Brock Giroux helped you some.
Oh, he helped me a lot. He was a big help. Had my 3 best seasons under him. Awesome. Get there.
Ground to the right side. Kike Hernandez scoops it up, and Wroblewski wins the race to the bat. So Cagliano is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground downs today. 2 up, 2 down for Wroblewski in the 4th.
Okay, Kike Hernandez, the first baseman over here, he's one of the most versatile players in baseball. He's not just a fill-in guy. He's an everyday fill-in. He starts in the left, center, second, third, and now he's at first base. This kid, and he can hit. He's a valuable player and a tremendous athlete. For any skipper that would have him on the team.
And rolls one to third. Again to his former teammate Muncy, and that ends the inning. The Royals are down in order in the fourth.
If we don't score here, I'm gonna have to switch sports. Panicking won't turn a pop-up into a home run. Just like stressing about tickets won't get us better seats.
What about the unhinged prices? They're ridiculous fees.
That's why I use Game Time. On Game Time, prices actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch, even up to 60% off. And with the Game Time guarantee, I know our tickets are legit.
I did not want to have to get unscriptable. It's game time.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews, and live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at bat. Enjoy being home with baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month. You love the players. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
We got a hold of one, a two-run homer in that second inning. That's been the difference so far in this game for the Dodgers. Nice easy swing, change-up, down low. You got underneath it, got the backspin. Spun it out of the yard.
And now he leads off the fifth. Miguel Rojas on deck, then it's Shohei Ohtani. And there's another low strike. Bubic is retired 7 straight batters. And that goes back to getting Ohtani to end what was the very lengthy second inning. In the air to left center again, but much shallower this time. And there's one away. Baseball Adelaide is nothing but a series of adjustments. Spent enough time with Denny. He'll tell you that a time or two. Seems like Chris Bubic has made an adjustment. Now second time through the lineup. But the results have been completely different.
No, he's doing a better job of keeping it out of the middle. That's one thing. That's the biggest thing. Here, he feasts on that. He loves it. Looks for anything better. If you don't get it, you don't hit it usually. Ouch. Look what got his knee. Good stuff.
Kind of looked like the pitch that hit Lofton yesterday.
I'd like to ask him if that ball ever did hit.
Behind 3-0 on the number 9 hitter. And that is a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter.
Didn't want to do that.
It's the second time in this series that a Royals left-handed starter has walked the number 9 hitter in the 5th inning ahead of Shohei Ohtani.
Not advisable, but maybe he can get him out again.
I know when Cameron paid the price for it on Friday, he gave up an RBI triple to Ohtani. Wound up being the last batter that he faced. Steven Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. Bubic at 88 pitches. Tied him up. And in the swing. 0-2.
So Tommy, he's only grounded into fourth. Double plays. Maybe you could get in for that fifth one right here.
Yeah, a lot of that is his speed.
No question. And he's a step closer from the left side of the batter's box. Screw out twice.
0-2. Jumper up the middle. Bobby's got one. He's got two.
There you go. Roll them up on a beautiful Sunday afternoon getaway day. Hey, hey, hey.
Make me go, go, go. Make me go, go. Make me go, go. Make me go, go, go.
Come see the Royal Caribbean. Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. This morning, we love spending our day with you. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Let your swing get you back to 55th.
interviews with the players,
Games! This is game-changing, people.
If I ever get the chance to do this, I'm never saying no.
and a little bit with the stand. No one's that happy. This is a lot of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
He is honored to make the world remember that he belongs to both sides of the game.
Chance, here it is. A three-pitch sequence to Ohtani, one of the greatest hitters in the land. Bubic wins it, pulls his glove down. Hey, that's going to be about 12 double play, and then got Shohei. Hey. Got to go. Nice. Now get him some runs here. Any way you can.
Verbeek with a good bunt. From Lesky, a good play, but a wide throw. Then Freddie safe with a bunt single.
So nice. Any way you can. Kike Hernandez saved an extra base or two with coming off of that base when he saw that throw was Aaron. Whenever you bunt on a pitcher, they're not the greatest fielding pitchers. Some of them aren't, some of them aren't. And you got a chance. Sure enough, he flips the throw. That's great technique. You like it a little bit along the line, and the way nobody touches it, but he'll take the base hit. But now, Waters might just do the same thing.
Yeah, we're not trying again. Fourth bunt hit this season for Freddie Verbeek, by the way. And now it's 2 balls, no strikes. Isn't it interesting how a bunt hit, especially a leadoff one, can really rattle a pitcher? They get the weak contact, they have to jump off the mound to try and make the play. And then you see it starting to spiral a little bit.
Now, and you know, a lot of times this pitcher, he's used to just throwing the ball and catching the ball back from the catcher. You're not used to running off the mound, stopping, throwing. That exudes a lot of extra energy. And you're right. Sometimes that could be messing with the pitcher.
Called strike 3-1. Just seems like after a bunt single, the game speeds up a little bit.
That's right. And his first pitch to the inning, he was shot. Sure, first.
And that was interesting. Wroblewski just threw over to first as Max Muncy was racing it from third. And that's what we saw a couple of nights ago when Tyler Tolbert was picked off first base. Muncy was running in from third.
Pull it down the line. Oh, boy, that would have worked.
That was nearly one of those pop-up bunt doubles.
Okay, these are all fastball situations here with 3 balls. Okay, that was 3-1. And he puts it a little bit further, he might work. But now you have to gear yourself into hitting anything close. Move the runner. See if you can move it.
The Waters has squared the bunt on all 5 pitches. And now he takes called strike 3.
Not sure what you're looking for there. You got to be looking to hit. Make something happen. You can't do it that way. That's a perfect location to hit a double down the third base line.
And now India takes a strike. Royals down 2-1 in the 5th. After scoring 9 runs yesterday, which was one more than the Royals had scored the entirety of the 16 losing streak. Those are the most runs the Royals had scored at home since a 10-0 win against the White Sox back in early May. Trying to carry that offense over to today. But so far, just a run on 4 hits. There's a balloon shallow right. Rojas out. Hernandez in. Rojas makes the catch. That was very well done. And he nearly doubled up for me.
And nearly crashed with Hernandez.
I thought there was no way they weren't going to collide at that point.
Oh, man. That's so dangerous, those plays.
It's good base running by Fermin to not get caught too far on first.
That's right. You got to really be sure. About halfway. Not even quite. See if Junior can find a gap. As I watch the outfielders backing up.
Remember, phase 2 of All-Star voting begins tomorrow, June 30th. Make sure that Bobby is the American League starting shortstop. You can vote in the finals for the 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star ballot. Vote once per day beginning tomorrow and ending on July 2nd. You can cast your vote at Royals.com/All-Star. Bobby's going head-to-head with Jacob Wilson of the A's for the starting spot at shortstop for the American League. Remember, Bobby was the substitute shortstop in the All-Star game last year behind Gunnar Henderson, who won that phase 2 vote to be a starter in the All-Star game for the first time in his career this year. It might have been the first curveball that Wroblewski's thrown.
Well, he's facing these guys now. Some of them second time through, and he wants to mix them up a little bit himself. See if Junior can deliver.
Comes back with a backdoor slider. 5 Ks for Wroblewski. The Royals straight for me at first.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week, live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews, and live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at bat. Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. For something completely new, there's Spinball. Just spin the wheel and build your team for a chance to win. And can't forget the classics like Trivia, Find the Numbers, and MLB Bingo. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You love the players. 50-50. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
Brought to you by Toyota. Visit your Kansas City area Toyota dealers today or visit them at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. A nice day on the plaza. A nice day here at Kauffman Stadium. Though the Royals trail the Dodgers 2-1 into the sixth. And Steven Cruz takes over on the mound after 5 solid innings from Chris Bubich. He gets a rematch with Mookie Betts. These two face off on Friday. Betts hit a first pitch RBI single against Cruz on Friday. That wound up being the game-winning hit, driving in the game-winning run.
Saw a cutter. He's 6'7", Steven Cruz, 230 pounds. You know, big guy, has that height that gives the pitcher an extra edge with a little downhill angle, a little harder to square up. 96 to 98, he might even get to triple digits. Hard slider cut.
Hey, come on in.
Hard to hit.
Peace. See you guys later.
2-1.